It's Friday. Today we are asking the big question: after years of war and ceasefire deals, is this the end of Hamas rule in Gaza? Here is the short version. Symbolically weakened, military battered, but politically and practically the answer is still uncertain. Hamas has been the dominant authority in Gaza since 2007. It combined an armed wing with political and social structure that embedded it among of the Gaza population. Israel's major military campaigns over the past 2 years aimed to destroy Hamas' ability to operate from Gaza. But removing an organization that also governs courts, aid, and security is a different, much harder task than simply degrading its forces. Recent diplomacy produced ceasefire framework, often discussed as a 20-point plan that included the demands Israel sets for Gaza future governance, including the Hamas not playing role in ruling Gaza. The deal also tied hostage release to paused infighting. In October 2025, Hamas handed over the last living hostages under a deal that saw Israel halt major offensive operations and allowed increased humanitarian access. But the agreement leaves open how Gaza will be governed and who will be policed. Those are the big unresolved issues. On the battlefield, Israel says inflicting huge losses on Hamas. The Israel military reported very large fighter casualties early this year, and Israel strikes damaged much of Hamas' command, weapons and infrastructure. Yet independent analysts and regional reporting stress that figures are disputed and that armed groups can regenerate. Fighters hide in tunnels, disperse, or blend back into civilian settings. Al Jazeera and other analysts concluded earlier 2025 that Hamas had been hit hard but were not decisively defeated. So military battered does not yet equalize to finished. Here's the core problem. Even if Hamas' armed wing is weakened, the question of who enforces a no-Hamas governance in Gaza is a political and logistical. Hamas officials insist they will try to maintain security roles in any interim period and refuse to disarm outright, while Israel wants a guarantee Hamas will be removed from power. Neither side can easily impose its preference on the ground without credible, acceptable alternatives and third-party security guarantees. So, why would you care? Because the difference between a military victory and a political settlement matters for peace, reconstruction and human security. Watch 3 things. 1. Whether an outside force or international police presence is agreed and deployed. 2. Whether Hamas accepts any meaningful limits on its armed capabilities. And 3. How reconstruction and governance are organized. If the Gaza residents see an alternative that delivers security and service, Hamas' political grip will be hardened to re-establish. So the bottom line, Hamas in military weakened and political challenged, but delivering a Gaza future without it will require political compromises, international guarantees and credible local alternative. That is your Friday deep dive. Follow Paperboy for more insights.